Rav was telling us a story about growing up when you said teenagers gave you a cigarette.
Oh yeah, I first smoked my first cigarette.
One cigarette that you have to this day that you continue to smoke.
Puff off every year.
I'm a terrible hoarder.
Still has it.
So the first cigarette I ever smoked, I was 2. It was out on the block.
Wait, you were 2?
Yeah.
What? Nuh-uh. How can you remember this? I don't remember shit when I was 2.
Oh, I got my ass beaten bad enough to remember it.
He grew up in the Soviet Union.
Wait, you stole? Did you steal this cigarette from Putin himself?
Listen up, kids. All right? I was walking around the block because I was the god on the block.
When you say block, you mean like the Soviet block?
The post-Soviet Union, like, little ghetto playground.
Would you say you were more waddling?
I wasn't waddling. I was walking.
I can't picture a 2-year-old like doing like an adult business.
He was like
driving his father.
Listen, he was like pimp strutting, and anytime he was like, brah, brah, you know, it was a real flex.
So the neighborhood was covered with cigarette butts all over the place. So I just picked up one because everybody's smoking. I walked up to these 2 gentlemen that I thought were adults. Looking back at it, they might have been teenagers.
Super mega fan.
You thought like
Probably.
You were an adult in your head at that time, right?
You're like, yo, let me up.
No, I wasn't some psychopath, dude. You know,
You knew you were a little baby.
I knew what I was doing. I was like,
I am a baby.
I thought to myself, goo goo gaga, you know?
Yeah, that's what he was thinking, and he knew it.
So I was like, I come over, I'm like, light me up. I was like, spark me up. And they're like, yeah, okay. And because they thought it was funny, right? And so they did. And then my mom saw me. She was like, I'm going to beat your ass. She came out. She beat my ass. And she brought me back. She locked me in the room. Went to wash dishes in the kitchen. She hears that I stopped crying. She's like, damn, did he fall asleep? She goes back into the room, and I'm not there. I jumped out of the window back on the block. God on the block.
Damn, the god on the block. I just like to imagine you as a child.
You know,
I imagine you as a child, and you just walk up to these teenagers, and they're a little confused, and you're just like, "Hey, Donnie, you got a fucking lighter?"
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, yo, I just flew from the fucking anthill. Y'all got a fucking lighter?
If that was a short film, it would have ended with a still shot of the open window and then a tracking shot of you walking, smoking that same cigarette.
Actually, when I left the room and I jumped out, I went out on the block and I was hiding from my mom. There was like a big tire.
What better way to hide yourself than with the smoke of a cigarette?
There was a big tire suspended from the tree, like from the branch off like a rope, and you could sit inside it, you know? And so there was just a bunch of little homies inside.
How many kids were just in a tire?
Yeah.
Little people,
You found a colony of little people hidden in a tire in the Soviet Union.
From memory, that shit was massive, okay? But yeah, so she found me and she beat my ass. Again, because she was like, well, you ran away from
all of
home.
y'all in the house and start beating y'all one by one?
Oh, Rav.